So Shirley, another long Monday night.
Yep, absolutely.
What you've been doing tonight?
I like to sit on the door, so I take the register of all the guys, and because we really want to help the street sleepers, I find out where they're staying, if they are genuinely street sleepers. Take their name, the time they come in, see if there's anything they need, and I write all that down on one of our forms, and then direct the guys through to get something to drink before they have their food.
So you and I started sort of in Harrods Road, did we, doing teas and coffees? So from small acorns, this mighty great oak tree has grown into the support that we can now give. But what got you to start volunteering? What was the driving factor behind it?
I think, see, we all
Hey, Callum.
walk by people and see them on the street. And it was just something one day I thought, oh, do you know what, I think I can make a difference.
Yeah.
Just by even just talking to somebody. And it does. In Carrots Road, we started off there, and sometimes it's nice the guys just like, just some company, just someone to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, I think the great thing, the likes of you and I and loads of other volunteers that come down here, it's all the little bits that we do, isn't it? That make it. That means that we can give them wider support. If there's only a few of us, it would be much more of a struggle. But this way, we can do much more. I've been talking to a lot of the other guys tonight, and I've asked them if there was one extra thing they thought we could do, what would it be? As volunteers, what do you think we might do more of that would help make their lives a little bit easier for the 2 hours that they're here on a Monday or Thursday?
I think, we started off thinking we were just going to provide some food, perhaps a few clothes, and then from there, with the diversity of the volunteers, we had a counsellor, we had someone who could do some podiatry, we could point them in the right direction because a lot of them, they don't have ID, they don't claim any money, so we all kind of thought, actually, we can do a little bit more, we can show them where they can go, the other soup kitchens that might be open, the other places that they can go to in the daytime for food and support. So from there we kind of all started to think, actually we can make a difference in these people's lives. It's not about just the food and the clothes, it's about the emotional support, which is what they need as much as anything else. They want to know that somebody cares.
You mentioned podiatry, it seems a strange thing to pick up on, but quite an important issue. I was thinking that myself because I've got horrendous feet. I doubt if I was in a similar environment, I'd probably be gangrenous after not too long. So,
and again, the commitment from our, a lot of people would say, well, I would never touch anybody's feet that lived on the street. But again, these people, they don't have the benefit of perhaps washing or showering every day.
That's what I was saying. If you're
wearing footwear,
all day long,
you might be getting soaking wet. You may not have shelter. You're staying in wet clothes and wet shoes. So they are more susceptible to infections and problems with their feet. And if they have a problem with their feet, they could be in real trouble.
But when you talk about that, there's also the other things that we get involved in. In a couple of Mondays here, we've had them doing rock paintings. And they've now got a television somewhere where they can watch DVDs. It's just a break, isn't it, to help them get them off the streets for a couple of hours in a safe environment. And there's talk of getting more comfortable seating, so when the weather really does get cold, at least for 2 hours we can get them off the streets.
And then I think from there we instill a passion into our group, into the people that we know, into getting out of this apathy of thinking that it's okay for someone to be living on the street, because it isn't. And is it okay that we have hundreds of empty buildings every day, and we've got real people on the streets in this weather, and it isn't okay. And it's about what can we do to change that as well. And looking at other areas, I know in Stratford they open their mall up to homeless people to sleep in, and that's a really good idea. That's a really forward-thinking thing to do.
And it costs nobody.
Exactly.
Went to New York.
Discussing this earlier. It is
went there.
not even a kind benefactor, but
Really
just someone that
hot,
says,
and it's
I'm not using that
20-30%.
space.
Yeah.
2 days later,
Yeah.
they had 4
I
So
think-
it's
Such a
also
small
about
gesture.
breaking down something to
And I
build,
come,
isn't it?
I
A lot of
was
people
on
have
it.
a pretty fixed view of what they think of nonsense. But the wonderful thing is when you come down here, you meet human beings who, for whatever reason, have fallen on hard times. They just need a little bit of help and a little bit of support. And as we spoke to one guy earlier, Chaz, Khan's already got a new job. Several of the others have got jobs as well through volunteers that have been working to help them. That's what it takes. A little bit of love and a little bit of passion and support.
Yeah.
And respect for people as human beings.
And I think if people do see past the grubby exterior and they take the time to talk to people, each person has got a story to tell, and a story of why they're in that situation, and that any one of us could possibly be in. And I would like to think if it was one of my family, someone I knew, if it was myself, that there would be somebody there when I was perhaps at my lowest that would actually care for me. And I think that's what we do. We actually care about people.
I've had many speculative conversations over the years with people who can't quite surmise how someone would end up in a deal while they live on the streets. And that's what
Yeah.
and it clearly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the way people would go, oh well, look at those wonderful clothing they're wearing. You know,
Yeah.
they go, they're not homeless.
Yeah.
It's just
exactly.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they've seen it. They've seen the piles of clothing that people have donated.
Right.
Cheers, Simon. Haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
If you could speak a bit about that to Fitz now, just direct it to Fitz about the clothing that's donated. Over here, Fitz. Continuity. Come on, let's not break it. God, I've here, there and everywhere tonight.
So,
Yeah.
we get we get donations of clothing, and it's important that we do continue with lots of donations, because the guys will go away with perhaps one set of clothes. Some of them don't have even a tent; they actually live out in the open. Once they get wet, those clothes get wet. But they also, some of them do have they do have that pride in their appearance. They do want to look nice, and they do.
I noticed that
Because they're still human beings at the end of the day,
And they
aren't
want,
they?
they.
Of course, and
He's spent 5 long years up in Scotland.
Yeah,
He's even got friends up here.
image. I was going to say facade,
Squatted.
which isn't the right word, but
No,
You're
it's about making yourself.
your public image is very important.
It's about making yourself, if you
How
feel good,
humans feel.
if you feel good yourself. If we all had to go around in dirty, wet clothes, we wouldn't feel good. But if we had dry clothes and they were clean, and then we would feel better about ourselves as well. And it's about that. It's about not, dehumanising people and trying to treat them still with that respect that everybody deserves.
Yeah, Joe and I have noticed that in abundance here this evening. Cheesy as it sounds, the sort of strength of human spirit,
Yeah.
basically.
The guys come in.
People are here not only to
Yeah.
hold themselves up, but hold others up.
Yeah.
And your fully stacked table earlier was reduced to a scattering of garments,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
And the guys know that they can come in and talk to us. We've kind of earned their trust, and we don't talk down to them. We're respectful to them. We have to have boundaries, because obviously some people do come in that might have had a bit too much to drink. And again, that's not for us to judge anybody, but we do have to have rules and regulations and for safety of everybody. But generally, the guys are really respectful to us, and we're respectful to them, and that's what it's about. There's no reason why we shouldn't be.
Yeah. It's humanity in action, isn't it? Yeah. And interesting, once again, just going back to the clothing, seeing how proud some people still wear
Yeah.
with what was on offer.
Yeah. Again, some people in the beginning were very much. I don't want anything. I won't take anything. And we are very much like, this is for you. This is why we come. We actually do. We're only doing this for you.
I know, yeah.
So we want you to come and to eat and to take clothes and to to
It's a
interact.
very strong sense of sort of
Yeah.
pride and defiance
Oh,
almost,
yes.
you know,
Yeah.
people are, it's clear they don't want to be here,
yes.
and they still
Russian, that's yours.
want to be able to do it on their own
Yeah.
initiative and volition. But
And I think that they come out of the town to come here because they choose to do that. They like to come here because they know that you know, they can come in here and we can really care about them, and that is the main thing. It doesn't matter who you are, what qualifications you've got, how much money you've got. At the end of the day, it's about if you are a nice, decent human being, and your morals in, you know, in taking responsibility for your actions and the actions of trying to support people less fortunate. And I think here we all are really passionate about that.
Yeah, no, there to
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers.
Refreshing to see. Thank you.